Hi, first graders. My name is Mrs. Clausen, one of your art docents this year. This school year, we are primarily focusing on art history and art subject matter, meaning what type of things artists portray in their artwork. Today's lesson will focus on artists painting self-portraits. Self-portraits. When an artist paints a picture of someone, it is called a portrait. When an artist looks in a mirror or a picture of himself or herself and paints it, this is called a self-portrait. The artists who painted the pictures we will see today moved their eyes back and forth from the mirror or picture to the canvas while they worked. Some artists want to paint exactly how they looked, while others want to show their personality. Self-Portraits by Albrecht Durr, 1471 to 1528. He painted himself when he was 27 years old, and this was about 500 years ago. This was right around the time that Columbus came to America. He shows himself dressed in rich fabrics, very elegant. What is he wearing on his head? And also, what is on his hands? Is his hair straight or curly? He looks almost like a prince. Durr wanted to convince the people of his time that art is a respectable profession. We can see him in a three-quarter view. This means we can see both eyes and where an ear would be if it weren't covered with his hair. Durr was a very serious man and felt that art should either be religious or used to preserve the features of people after their death. He also was a supreme master of engraving and woodcuts. He was a leading painter of the German Renaissance. He not only studied art but studied science and wrote books on anatomy and geometry. Self-Portrait by Vincent van Gogh, 1853 to 1891. Vincent was 36 when he painted himself. He was wearing his everyday shirt and coat. What color is his hair? He painted about 100 portraits over 3 years, and many were of himself because he was too poor to hire models to pose for him. Vincent was very lonely and poor. A lot of people did not understand his point of view of his paintings. His only true friend was his younger brother Theo, who would help support him. Even though he made many paintings and drawings, he was only able to sell one painting for about $80. Today, one of his paintings was sold for $50 million. I think that if he was still alive, he would be happy that so many people love his work. Self-Portrait, The Fame, by Frida Kahlo, 1907 to 1954. Frida Kahlo painted herself close to 200 times. Notice her heavy black eyebrows? They appear on all of her self-portraits and are an important part of her image. What is in her hair? She always wore flowers in her hair. Her paintings show us her loyalty to Mexican folklore. She loved color and used lots of them in her paintings. She was born in Mexico City. Her father built a house called the Casa Azul, where she lived for many years. She was in a very bad accident when she was 18 that crushed her pelvis and spine. She was in constant pain and had 35 operations. She was in bed most of the time and she painted from there too. Because of the accident, she could not have children. Kahlo's work had been honored by the Mexican government, which turned her birthplace into the Frida Kahlo Museum. Self-Portrait by Andy Warhol, 1928 to 1987. What do you first notice right away about this painting? Each portrait looks different because of the color combination that you see. Which one is your favorite? Andy was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. As a teenager, Warhol graduated from Schenley High School in 1945. After graduating from high school, his intentions were to study art education at the University of Pittsburgh in the hope of becoming an art teacher. But his plans changed and he enrolled in the Carnegie Institute of Technology in Pittsburgh, where he studied commercial art. During his time there, Warhol joined the campus Modern Dance Club and Beaux Arts Society. He also served as an art director of the student art magazine, Kano, illustrating a cover in 1948 and a full-page interior illustration in 1949. These are believed to be his first 2 published artworks. Okay, class, now it's time for your art project. The supplies needed for the project are going to be crayons or markers, paper, and a pencil with an eraser. Okay, class, here is my self-portrait. Can you see? I wear glasses and I have green eyes. I cannot wait to see all of your self-portraits as well. Have fun!